Jhin, Kada Jhin. Art requires a certain cruelty. Jhin is a meticulous criminal psychopath who believes murder is art. Once an Ionian prisoner, but freed by shadowy elements within Ionia's ruling council, the serial killer now works as their cabal's assassin. Using his gun as a paintbrush, Jhin creates works of artistic brutality, horrifying victims and onlookers. He gains a cruel pleasure from putting on his gruesome theater, making him the ideal choice to send the most powerful of messages: terror. For years, Ionia's southern mountains were plagued by the infamous Golden Demon. Throughout the province of Sion, a monster slaughtered scores of travelers and sometimes whole farmsteads, leaving behind twisted displays of corpses. Armed militias searched the forests, towns hired demon hunters, voodoo masters patrolled the roads, but nothing slowed the beast's grisly work. In desperation, the Council of Sion sent an envoy to beg Great Master Khushu for help. Upon hearing of the region's plight, Khushu feigned an excuse for why he couldn't help, but a week later the master, his son Shen, and star apprentice Zed disguised themselves as merchants and moved to the province. In secret, they visited the countless families emotionally shattered by the killings, dissected the horrific crime scenes, and looked for possible connections or patterns to the murders. Their investigation took 4 long years, and left the 3 men changed. The famous red mane of Khushu turned white. Shen, known for his wit and humor, became somber, and Zed, the brightest star of Khushu's temple, began to struggle with his studies. Upon finally finding a pattern for the killings, the Great Master is quoted as saying, "Good and evil are not truths. They are born from men, and each see the shades differently." Depicted in a variety of plays and epic poems, the capture of the Golden Demon would be the 7th and final great feat in the illustrious career of Lord Khushu. On the eve of the Blossom Festival in Yayom Pass, Khushu disguised himself as a renowned calligrapher to blend in with other guest artists. Then he waited. Everyone had assumed only an evil spirit could commit these horrific crimes, but Khushu had realized the killer was an ordinary man. The famed Golden Demon was actually a mere stagehand in Sion's traveling theaters and opera houses, working under the name Kada Jhin. When they caught Jhin, young Zed marched forward to kill the cowering man, but Khushu held him back. Despite the horrors of Jin's actions, the legendary master decided the killer should be taken alive and left at Tula prison. Shen disagreed, but accepted the emotionless logic of his father's judgment. Zed, disturbed and haunted by the murder scenes he had witnessed, was unable to understand or accept this mercy, and it is said a resentment began to bloom in his heart. Though imprisoned in Tula for many years, the polite and shy Kada Jhin revealed little of himself. Even his real name remained a mystery. But while a prisoner, the monks noted he was a bright student who excelled in many subjects, including smithing, poetry, and dance. Regardless, the guards and monks could find nothing to cure him of his morbid fascinations. Outside the prison, Ionia fell into turmoil as the Noxian Empire's invasion led to political instability. War awoke the tranquil nation's appetite for bloodshed. The peace and balance Khushu had famously fought to protect was shattered from within as dark hearts rose in power and secret alliances competed for influence. Desperate to counter the power of the ninja and Wuju swordsman, a cabal within the ruling council conspired to secretly free Jhin and turn him into a weapon of terror. Now, with access to the Kashuri armories, new weapons, and nearly unlimited funds, the scale of Kada Jhin's performances has grown. His work has brought fear to many foreign dignitaries and to Ionia's secret political underground. But how long will a serial killer craving attention be satisfied working in the shadows?